Morning. Today's video is sponsored by my husband, who has been asking me to make this for probably about 6 months. Did I say what I was making already? I'm making cinnamon babka. I'm gonna start off by saying I am not a good baker at all. I'm a much better cook than I am a baker, and I think it has to do with how precise that you have to be. And I'm not good at following instructions, so let's just get right into it. So I have the recipe on my phone, and I've used this recipe before. It's from this blog called What Should I Have for Dinner, or What Should I Make for Dinner, or something like that. I'll link it below because odds are I'm not gonna do something right. And if you actually want to follow this, follow hers, not me. First thing that you have to do is get your yeast going. So what you need, you have to like wake the yeast up. So we need 2/3 of a cup of whole milk. I don't have whole milk. 2% milk is gonna have to do. Got it. In order for the yeast to wake up, this has to be warm. It specifically has to be, I think, between 100 degrees and 110 degrees. So I'm gonna pop it in the microwave. If the milk is too hot, it will kill your yeast, so I'm not trying to do that today. Just kidding. Just kidding. I have this digital thermometer, so I'm just gonna see the temperature. This is gonna be way too hot. Oh, whoops. It's at 140 degrees, and that is yeast killing territory, so we don't want that, guys. Wow, it's just rising. Okay. The recipe says use 2/3 of a cup of milk, but this says use 1/4 of a cup. This is getting a lot cooler. I'll leave it alone and it'll cool down. Something that yeast also needs to activate is sugar. So once this cools down to the appropriate temperature and we put this in, you mix it in with a little bit of sugar, and then you put it off to the side and leave it alone for like 5-10 minutes, and then it bubbles up, and then it's ready to be used. Dang it. It's still too hot. I think it just has to be like lukewarm. My hands are clean. I just shoved my fingers in that milk. I'm so sorry that you had to see that. I don't wanna... I'm gonna take a risk here and put the yeast in and see what happens. All right, yeast, pinch of sugar. And then I'm gonna leave it alone. And if it doesn't bubble up, that means I have to do it all again because I killed it, so. Okay, I put a timer on to let the yeast like do its thing, and then while we're waiting for that, ooh, I feel like it's already bubbling. I don't wanna jinx it. I wanna put together our dry ingredients so that they can be ready to go for if the yeast actually works this time. So, let's do that. So we need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Where's my 4th cup? I know some people like get like super like crazy about leveling out their flour, but like I just do one of these. This is gonna make such a mess. I'm getting flour everywhere. Gosh, I hope my yeast is doing okay. 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Healthy. And then 1/2 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Done. In the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, add the flour, salt. Our yeast is done. Thank God. I'm so excited. Okay, so I think we're supposed to mix together our dry ingredients. Once you mix all those together, then it's going to be time to combine all the wet ingredients, so I want to make sure that we have all those ready. I already went ahead and melted some butter because I didn't want the butter to be too hot. And then I need 2 egg yolks. Gross. I hate eggs. So 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. All right, dump this in here. Whoop. And then the melted butter, which we have prepared. This is the only thing I planned in advance. Here we go. Please work. Look how foamy it is. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, here's the yeast and here's the milk. Like, this has all foamed up and risen at the top. I think, oh, it just sunk. I think that this is good. I think this is gonna be great. So we have to mix this on low until combined. So I'm gonna do that. And then we have to switch it to the dough hook, which is like our Captain Hook over here. And then it just does the work for you. Okay, I think it's combined enough. This feels so good. See, I don't know if, what's it supposed to, I should read the recipe. Grease a large bowl with butter and add the dough. I guess I should do that first. See you later. I hate touching butter. This is kind of fun though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, but like, I quickly realized today that my kitchen is a little bit hard to set up for something like this, so we're working with what we have here, okay? All right, so I'd say she is pretty greased up. So it says to grease a large bowl with butter and add the dough. Turn to coat and cover tightly with plastic wrap. All right, so this is what she looks like. That's like the height that she is. All right, so and then I need to cover it. I'm getting butter all over my phone. Cover tightly with plastic wrap and then place it in a warm part of your kitchen for an hour and a half. Okay, this is clearly the first time I've ever used plastic wrap. Okay, it is covered tightly, and I think what I've seen before is like, is it covered tightly? I'm gonna cover it with a towel also, so that it's like extra insulated and warm. And then I'm gonna put it in the microwave. I'm not gonna turn the microwave on, I'm just gonna leave it in there for the time that it's supposed to be rising. And then I'm hoping that when we come back, she'll be even thicker. I'm supposed to make the filling now, which is kind of similar to like cinnamon roll filling, so let's do that. This recipe has 2 sticks of butter in it, so there's 0 calories in it. Okay, 1 cup of light brown sugar packed. All right, I think this is packed enough. So we're gonna, geez, that's so much brown sugar. 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. I don't have a half tablespoon measurement thingy, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you could smell this. Wanna try? Give it a whiff. We have an hour and 15 minutes left until the bread is done rising. So what I think I'm gonna do is clean up, make myself some mac and cheese, and then we'll make the bread. Hi. So it's been like an hour and 4 minutes. Math is hard. And I kind of want to check on it now because I don't know if I want to leave it like to rise for an hour and a half. Hour and 15. And I looked at it like a little bit ago when I was making my mac and cheese, and it looks like it got significantly bigger, so let's see. Oh, okay. She's ready. I don't want this to stick. It's snowing. This is probably more than lightly floured by this point, but I'm paranoid. Okay, ready. I'm nervous. So I have to get it into like a rectangular shape. Okay, let's just start rolling. This is fun. Try and shape it a little bit. Just so it's like a little bit more even, maybe, I guess. This looks good. I'm gonna start pulling it this way a little bit. Rolling it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to do your best. Hi. I feel like this portion is important to like see it going on, because what I have to do is spread this onto it, and then you roll it up and then you cut it in half. And then you twist those together. And that's what creates the like braided looking effect. So it's better that you see that than my face right now. So I'm gonna do all of that. Wish me luck. Oh, this is so exciting. I like when it gets to this part of everything. Like, it's just so much fun. The oven's ready. So I'm gonna try and roll this as tightly as I can. This part makes me nervous because I don't know. It's a little bit uneven, but that's okay. All right, let's just try and get this as tight and even as we can. I'm being so quiet. I'm focusing so hard right now. Oh, this is so fun. This is the most even I've ever done it. Like, I know it's not perfect. Like, you see this sticking out on the side, that's not perfect, but that's fine. That's totally okay. Stretch and roll it out into a longer log. That's scary. I don't want to like, I don't want to squeeze out the filling. Okay. Okay. This is good enough, right? Like, size comparison, it's like this different. I feel like it's good. So what we're gonna do is cut this in half. You need a good sharp knife for this. I'm gonna use my chef's knife. Oh my gosh, how satisfying is that? What I like to do is I like to leave like a little bit of it attached up here, so it makes it easier to twist. So you just twist like one end over the other, like so. Whoop. Maybe in a better way than I did. I wonder if I could. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is the best. Are you freaking kidding me right now? I feel like this is my baby. Wow, I'm so excited. I'm like, I've never been this excited for anything I've made ever. I'm gonna pop it in the oven, and I think it has to be in there for 45 minutes. I skipped an entire step of letting the dough rise again. Like, it was literally supposed to rise for another hour. So it's in there and it has 15 minutes left. I looked it up and it was like, I was trying to see if it wasn't that big of a deal if you didn't let it rise twice. But everywhere keeps saying that it is a big deal if you don't let it rise twice, so... Are we ready to sit with our mistakes? Wow, it's like, you can kind of see how it's like sunken, you know what I mean? But honestly, like, she's still like, she looks good. I've eaten some of it, sorry about that. It tastes like a Pillsbury cinnamon roll. So, I'm not gonna recommend that you skip the second rise, but it's fine. Am I crooked? I don't care anymore, I'm tired. I called my grandma to see if it's still edible if you don't rise it a second time, and she said it was. But thankfully it still tastes fine. I would have been absolutely devastated if I made it and it was bad after all of that. Baking is hard. Anyone who has a natural knack for baking, like, God bless you. I'm gonna stick with cooking.